Thank you. I see I was on mute. So thank you, Dion. And thank you for Trevor. And thank you for Stephen. We're going to kick off with questions first to Stephen, which is obviously you can use questions for him. You can use whatever you say for tomorrow. And then Trevor will be embargoed for Wednesday. So first question, Ken Boland. Thank you, Ken.
Thanks, Ryan. Hi, Stephen and Trevor. Stephen, for a long time, you kind of had to share lucid pop duties with a great like Tendai and Tarawera. With his retirement, I think everyone pretty much expects that that #1 jersey is yours now. How does that change your mental approach, or does it at all, to your rugby? How are you approaching the sort of changing dynamic now of your Springbok position? Sorry, Ryan, I'm muted.
Yes, we're sorting it. Thank you. Thank you, Stephen. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, let's start again with that question, with your answer. Thank you.
Okay, I was with Ken. Yeah, first of all, I just want to say playing behind Beast or playing with Beast for a couple of years was a massive honor, and it was like a great privilege, and to learn from him and to help out where I can. We all know he's a great legend in the game and in South Africa rugby. So yeah, and yeah, when it comes to my mental approach, it's going to be similar. It's doing my job as good as I can for the team, and sacrificing myself for the Springbok and the greater good of the team. So my preparation will stay similar, and the hard work that goes in weeks preparing for a game will stay consistent.
Thank you. I see Stephen Petit. You can go ahead with your question, sir.
Hi, Stephen. Just in terms of, obviously, not Dwayne Vermeulen now being injured, somebody who's been leading the Stormers at a franchise level, how important do you think it is that you can come in not only to fill in the Beast in terms of his position, but also being part of the leadership group and playing a vital role in terms of being one of the major leaders in the side?
Yeah, Steve, I think at the Springboks is an unbelievable group of leaders in the group, in the overall group, and key guys that run certain positions. So everyone has a role and responsibility in a certain department. So if you do your job well in the week, it makes the game so much easier when it comes to leadership and controlling certain situations. So I think when it comes to overall leadership, I think everyone in the team, or everyone who has a big part to play in certain departments, must step up and bring their side to the team.
Thank you. We go over to Ashfaq Mohammed.
Hi, Katsi, how are you?
Good, thanks.
We saw in 2009 how Tendai scrum full victory. Can we expect a similar thing from you, perhaps against someone like Kyle Sinclair?
Yeah. Back in 2009, I was still in grade 11 at school, so no, it was awesome as a kid watching Beast perform like that, and I'll definitely try my best if I get selected for the Springboks to represent and uphold that jersey as best as I can.
Sorry about that. Thank you, Stephen. And we go over to another Stephen Nell.
Hi, Stephen. Thanks for chatting to us, Trevor. Nice to see you as well. Steve, I just want to ask you, obviously everybody's concerned about Dwayne. Will he be fit? Won't he be fit? And I think, I guess the public generally, I mean, Dwayne is almost seen as unmissable. I mean, how important is Dwayne's recovery? I mean, does he almost like a irreplaceable guy in your pack?
Yeah, I think Dwayne plays a massive role in the team, and so I've got no idea of like how long his rehab and stuff is going to be, but I just want to wish him all the best for his recovery and speedy recovery. So hopefully he can come back to this team as quickly as possible. Dwayne will definitely be missed in the setup, but as I said earlier, there's a great group of leaders and players that's willing to step up and sacrifice everything for the jersey.
Thank you. We go over to Kanyisong.
Good afternoon, Stephen. Good afternoon, Trevor. Stephen, what do you expect from the British and Irish Lions sports, considering the amount of rugby that they've played, as compared to you guys here in South Africa?
Yeah, no, I think it's always going to be it's always going to be probably one of the hardest tournaments any player will play. If you think about British Irish Lions World Cup, it's going to be up there, one of the toughest couple of weeks of your life. So I think the British Irish Lions had a lot of game time for their clubs and playing a lot of rugby. But we also, as a team, came together this week, or some guys last week. But we going to take it, as Dion also said earlier, day by day, getting our stuff in order, clarity, and the things we want to get right on the field, and try and play to our strengths as best as possible. So I think the Lions is going to bring a big challenge, but the South African forwards are also, I can say, probably one of the best.
Thank you, Stephen. And the next question go to, I think, Kosi.
Good afternoon, guys. How are you?
Hi there.
Good.
You can go ahead with your question.
Cool. Stephen, I just wanted to ask from an athlete's perspective, if you guys were aware of what happened to Christian Eriksen during the Euros. What goes through your mind as an athlete when you see a fellow professional, even though it's in another sport, collapse due to a cardiac arrest on the field?
Yeah, it's very sad. It's tough for me to comment, but any athlete that gets a cardiac arrest or any other major sickness or illness, I mean, it's always tough. We, as athletes, we put our body through a lot of strain and hard work. So it's very unfortunate and very saddening to hear about a scenario like that happening and playing out in real life.
Thank you, Stephen. And Ashfaq, I see your hand is still up. So
That's for a new question, Ryan, if I can, if you have a chance.
Okay, go ahead.
Ntando Trevor, how are you, sir?
Ashfaq, can I just wait? We're not done with Stephen yet, so hold your horses.
Okay.
Yes, thank you. So Adnan Mohammed, we're still busy with Stephen.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Ryan. Hi, Stephen and Trevor. Just to follow up on one of the previous questions about the threat of the British and Irish Lions, a guy like Tad Furlong, if I pronounce his name correctly, the British media is playing him up as one of the best tight ends in the world, or currently the best tight ends. Just your thoughts on him, Stephen.
Yeah, to be brutally honest, I think he's a very good tight end. He's shown it over the last couple of years, and he's really represented Ireland very well. Previous British Irish Lions, he played really well for the team, and I think Tog, I've known him from since I was 20. I played S-20 against him. Played my first debut for the Springboks. I scrummed against Tog, so I had a couple of games against him. He's a world-class player. But I'm not taking anything away from our tight ends at the Springboks. It's world-class players that can rock up any day and outscrum anyone.
Like Trevor.
Like Trevor.
Thank you. I think we can go over now to the next portion with Trevor. Thank you, Stephen.